Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right, so Cancerians, let's jump on in and let's take a peek at things. Now, I'm going to do this a little differently. It's not intended to be a love reading, so click off if you're looking for that. It may, you just got the lovers in the upright, so that it still could pop up into this, but let's see. Like I say, it's not intended to be a romance spread. In fact, we're going to look at three kind of different segments of life. So one pathway, we begin with the Seven of Pentacles, but in the reverse. So no more time being invested, or no more time that feels like it's like I got to keep working and working at something. We've reached a culmination, or we've ceased putting time and effort into something, or we've decided not to put time and effort into something at this point. Hermit. So instead of devoting time to external things, we've decided to focus internally. Now, this could also say, I've had enough time being a hermit. Eight of Cups. Well, a lot of, I'm going to say, I don't want to say solo energy, even though, yes, these two cards do speak of a solo journey here that we just got. But I would say more of a, like, I'm doing what's good for me now. I'm going to follow my own path. I'm done waiting for someone to cooperate with me, and instead I may be headed off in a direction that is simply, oh wow, Ace of Wands and the Moon. I'm headed off in a direction that is, I'm seeking real passion, real fulfillment. I'm going to do things differently, because staying in one spot, devoting myself to something, being the person who's always like investing and investing, but not really getting a return for my investment doesn't work for me anymore. Now I'm going to put my wants first. I'm going to check in with myself and say, hey, with the effort I'm putting into this relationship or into this, job, am I seeing myself rise in the company? Am I getting the promotions? Am I getting the paychecks bumps? Am I getting something back from my lover where, I give to them, I want to see them happy and smile, but do they give that back to me? If the answer is no, then I'm not doing this anymore. Instead, I'm going to keep making sure that I check in with myself from time to time and ask myself, hey, are we happy with what we're getting back? So I feel like this is self-assertive for the purpose of somebody saying, I'm not going to just give and give and give anymore to a situation that maybe isn't giving back to me. And then with that Moon card, Piscean energy, we have the great unknown. There's a part of this where it's like our character is still grappling with, but what exactly, like where is this road going to take me? Now that I'm going to be governed by checking in on myself to say, do I like this? This is a new way to live. This is like, I've never done this before, because we have this, the butterfly. So it's like, I've never just done what was right for me before. I don't really know what to expect. Can I really do this the way I want to? Especially the Moon card is like, I don't know where this road will lead me, because I've never operated off of this perspective before, where this could feel a little uncomfortable, but still someone is determined to do it. So I think somebody is leaving a long-term situation. They are leaving, maybe they were there for 7 months, 7 years, 7 weeks. That can still feel like a long time sometimes. But the big thing is, it's time to make change. We see change happening twice here, both with the butterfly and then also with that 7. That's a number of change. It's time that I walk away from something, and that I really only walk toward things that suit me. The only thing is, I'm not entirely sure where this road will lead me. So there's a sense of mystery, a little anticipation, a little bit like I'm determined to do this, but I don't know where this road's going to lead. So it's kind of exciting. Next to this, we've got the Lovers card. Okay, so Gemini energy. Lovers is about, choosing what we want, right? But there's also an element of like tremendous passion, because a serpent can represent Kundalini energy, can represent truth, can represent protection, can represent shedding an old skin and starting over. This is, to me, this looks like, again, we're choosing something very different than what we used to choose. We could be choosing, now we could talk about love. We might be choosing a lover or a partner that is very different than our norm. We might be allowing ourselves to say that, oh, well, we got a 2 of Cups in the upright, but then we've also got the 7 of Cups in the upright. there's a certain amount of what I choose in life. Yes, it has to be satisfying. And yes, I want it to be powerful. I don't want anything that feels meh, especially in matters of the heart. Anything that I choose, I want to be passionate about my life. And I want someone who's passionate about me. So, do I want a Two of Cups kind of relationship? One where it's, the soulmate, the twin flame? Maybe I do, but I want like a happy, healthy version of it. And I don't know. I don't know exactly where that is. Where am I going to find it? This is something where somebody is very open to a magical, mystical kind of love, but at the same time, it's like if I come across somebody who makes me feel like this, I'm going to go ahead and give it a whirl. I'm going to say, I don't understand it, but I'm going to go for it. But I also am not going to assume that this is definitely going to be the end all be all, because I can't guarantee that. There's going to be lots of unknowns, lots of bridges I've got to cross. I like the fact that we keep seeing kind of a repeat thing where it's like, all I know is I'm setting my course for a new way of doing things, a new way of leaning into happiness, leaning into adventure, changing my life up, even though, do I know how it's all going to work? No. The only thing I have is this belief that it's time that I risk being happier. That's what I'll say. Again, someone is of the opinion that instead of choosing the safe road, where it's a consistent, like maybe somebody was in a long-term partnership that it wasn't happy, it wasn't passionate, it wasn't what they wanted. So we've got our lead character here saying, no, I want the amazing, I want the passionate. It's true, I don't know what that means or where it will go or what a magical connection really feels like or what I'm going to learn out of it. I only know that I don't want to miss this shot. I don't want to sit around with regrets. I would rather risk it all and figure out what it means, especially because now we got the moon card again, but this time in the reverse. I don't want to give a little, I want to give it all. I want to let somebody in completely. Why? Because at minimum, I'm going to approach this like a kid. I'm going to approach this like, I don't have to be guarded, jaded. I don't want to walk into a love relationship like that. I want to open up and give my all to a relationship and see what happens. If I give everything and have no guarded energy, no jadedness, if I can be super authentic with, hey, I'm crazy about this person. I want to have fun. I want to play. I want a joyful kind of relationship, and then see what happens, instead of one where it's like, okay, there's rules and regulations and there's expectations and blah, blah, blah. Kids don't have any of that, right? Kids are kind of like, if they can play outside all day, they're going to be really happy. If, things can become really fun when we just say, I'm not going to have inhibitions. I'm not going to have boundaries. If I like something, I'm going to go all in because I just want to experience it from a place of fearlessness. Not saying someone wasn't fearless before, but this could be like, I want an intense, passionate, wild love affair that rocks me. I want that. Is it scary? Yeah, lots of stuff in life is scary, but I'm walking into it with eyes wide open. I don't know what'll happen. There's no guarantee. So that's the part where it's less scary because we don't have expectations. We are aware that I'm just going to experience this so that my whole being, my whole heart, my whole soul can just experience whatever this is going to be. That's the change that someone is making in love, in romance. Very interesting. So again, lots of Piscean energy in this, right? And then we have that Gemini as well. All right, and then let's look at our final area. Final area, we got the Four of Wands in the reverse. So that is talking about, hold on, that was not a decent shuffle. Hold on. I don't even know what those cards were. It was just too many and they just kind of plucked out. Four of Wands in the reverse is saying, okay, either I haven't achieved perfect balance or nirvana. I haven't reached that state where everything is oh so magically aligned in an area of life. This could even represent like I just haven't walked through that doorway yet. Because normally Four of Wands, we can talk about it as the 1111 card. In this case, it looks like, two people that are bonding, right? This is either saying, I'm aware that sometimes it either can take time to forge a bond, or I'm thinking about bonds that either haven't been formed or bonds in the past that also ended. With this Page of Swords, I feel like it's a bit of looking back, and then the Star card here. The Star card is an unhealed energy, but this is seeking information about something. I think right now, even though I said this isn't a love reading, and on one hand it is, and on one hand it isn't, because this is more like the big scope of life. And of course, what's important in human lifespan? Well, give the basics, right? Feeding and watering ourselves, hopefully chasing our dreams, but also love. Love is a major, major, major thing for human beings to pursue in this lifetime. So of course it's probably going to factor in, even though I'm trying to do a broad reading. There is an element where our lead character is in a place where they're able to look at situations that weren't fulfilling, and they're picking up the information. It's like, oh wow, that maybe there was a lack of a bond somewhere else in life. Maybe it was like I never really bonded with a parent, and maybe I'm realizing how detrimental that had been, that there was a wound, a mother wound, a father wound that I have carried for a long time that made me think that kind of love is unattainable, but maybe because I didn't experience it before, and I'm just now recognizing that. I think this is with that Page of Swords in the upright. It's that, or this character could be having this revelation of someone else as well. The Page of Swords in the upright is seeing things for what it is, and then we have the Moon card in the full illumination. Again, Piscean energy, strong Pisces stuff, strong sense of emotions that are being fully revealed now. I want to say that this, if I were to step back and say what is the overall lesson for our character has identified that in general, the way they live their life, they don't want to give to something that they're not receiving. But then the next phase of that thought process for them is, however, in matters of the heart, I want to be totally open and experience things fully without high expectations or low expectations. I just want to be open to the experience, and then decide, does it suit me or not? And then the third part of their thought process is, wow, being really open to something while still knowing that I don't have to accept less than what I want, but that everything is a learning experience, has allowed me to settle my energy enough to identify, hey, I might not be the only person who struggled with, the how to bond to the right person, or how to identify where wounds have been, that maybe that's why bonding has been so difficult, for me, but also maybe for others. It's like this huge sense of deep, profound understanding of one's own wounds, and why it's taken maybe a lifetime to get to this point of knowing ourselves really well. So we have Aquarius too in that, right? So Pisces and Aquarius showing up. All right, we're going to do one last question here, which is, how do others see this particular character? Let me get these cards out of the way so I've got a little space. How do others see this character? Yeah, I keep wanting to pick up this deck, so we're going to go with it. How do others see our lead character? Eight of Swords in the reverse, like they're freeing themselves from maybe old dialogues. Maybe people are looking at this person going, wow, there's something different about you. What is different? Hermit in the reverse. You're so outgoing. You're so open. You never wanted to reach out and date anybody or go on blind dates. I can't believe you're doing that. Somebody is completely uninhibited now, and others are noticing that. Virgo energy there. I already knew what this card is, because look at the little disaster. Oh, but Nine of Cups, and then the Four of Wands. Four of Wands was severely eaten by my puppy when he was a baby, and I still use it because to me it adds another layer to it. Here's the thing. Other people are looking at this lead character and saying, wow, you're not hung up on anything. You're not silent. You're not isolated. You're honestly, you're a gas. You're fun. You're out there chit-chatting. You're willing to do new things. There's a lightness and a brightness to you at this point. But what's interesting is that there's also this awareness that I think you left something that you weren't happy with. This is like a Four of Wands in the reverse, and that was so tattered. I feel like because this card has now come up twice, both times in the reverse, this is someone is recognizing that the difficult situation that you maybe had been in the past, maybe it was a relationship that wasn't satisfying, or maybe it was just some poor relationships with could even be like I said before, maybe a mother father figure, whatever it was. There's an element where it's like, wow, you're not wishing for a past relationship to get healed. You're actually moving into the fresh. You're not accepting less than what really makes you happy. You're in a place of contentment because you've recognized my wish fulfillment is not to have to struggle and gnash my teeth and try to piece together a broken relationship. This could even be like people are recognizing, wow, you've totally made peace with maybe the fact that it's always been bane of your existence that maybe you had a bad relationship with a mother or a father figure or an ex or someone you had still been with, that you were like, oh, I want things to get worked out with me and my partner. And now it's like other people are looking at you going, wow, you totally have identified that that wasn't a good time, hoping things would work out, pouring energy into something that is just, you tried so much, so long, you put so much energy in, and you realize that doesn't make you happy. And you're just open about it. Like, yeah, no, I gave up on that because it wasn't making me happy. I'm not stuck anymore. I'm loving my life. I'm not pondering and trying to figure out how to fix things that maybe aren't mine to fix. I'm just living large now. This is really exciting. Let me get one last card here. I love the fact that someone is seeing this character. I said one last card. We didn't get one. We got 4, 5. I was going to say it feels thicker than that. So others see our lead character as like good stuff is coming in for them. Passion, love, they love themselves more. You're looking good. You're looking like you got a glow. You're looking like you're going the direction you want to go in life. It's interesting because you could also be extremely sexy and passionate right now about life, a little bit more like pep in your step than before, a little bit flirty, a little bit more daring, maybe clothing is a little different. 2 of Swords, though, along with 10 of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. So the only thing that you're blocking off just a little bit is you don't want to talk too much about, when people see, wow, you look fabulous. Like, what is so different? And you go, I just let stuff go that I didn't need. And then they're like, well, what does that mean? I feel like you're kind of, I don't want to talk about it. It was, what's over is over. That's the whole point. I've moved on. And I feel like that's the only thing that somebody can't seem to pry out of you. Like, what's your magic? What's your secret? How is it that you look so good? How is it that you feel so light? How is it that you're like a different person? You're outgoing, you're fun, you're looking awesome. It's like, there's so much energy that's bright and passionate and vivacious coming off of our lead character. And the only thing is that the lead character is still like blocking, talking too much about things that have ended. And then to have this Queen of Pentacles is all about growth and giving. And this could be like, wow, the confidence that you're exuding right now is massive. Your money's looking good. Your plans for your life look good. You carry yourself with this dignity. It doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. It's a beautiful story because people are seeing what you changed on the inside. They're seeing it on the outside as well. Now, as always, these are fictional stories about fictional characters. So please bear that in mind. I know I refer to the characters a lot as you. It's the easiest way for me to keep track of which character is which. So that's why I choose to do it that way. But at the end of the day, remember, this is food for thought. It's fun. It's entertainment. If you enjoy something about this, awesome. If not, click off. Don't let free entertainment get in your head and give you a bad day. I always wish you guys nothing but the best. Thank you guys for choosing to watch my entertainment. Thank you for enjoying my storytelling. As I always say, I'm not a psychic, so I don't tell you anything real about your life. Bear that in mind as you watch these. It'll make it a lot more fun for you to think of it in that context. Anyway, guys, thank you for liking this video. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I send you lots of good vibes. Bye.